What if I told you that in just 7 days your home could feel safer, calmer, and more beautiful without exhausting yourself? At the Senior Nest, we've seen it happen again and again, and today I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too. Here's the truth: most people give up on cleaning after just a couple of days. Not because they are lazy, but because they don't have a simple step-by-step plan. That's why this challenge works. Each day we'll focus on one small, clear task that makes a huge difference. By day 3, most people already feel lighter, happier, and proud of their home. Take Mrs. Johnson, for example. She's 82, and when we started with just her kitchen, she told me, "I didn't think I could do it anymore, but by the second day I felt like I had a new home." Her smile said it all. That's the magic of this challenge. It's not about perfection. It's about creating a space that feels like a true nest, warm, safe, and welcoming. And I want you to feel that in your own home starting today. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'll guide you through 7 powerful steps. Some of them are simple, like making your bed. Others, like the final day's detail work, will surprise you with how much they transform your space. Let's begin where every home begins: the kitchen, the true heart of the house. Day 1, kitchen, the heart. The kitchen is not just a place for cooking. For older adults, it often holds years of memories: family dinners, morning tea, conversations over a warm bowl of soup. That is why we call it the heart of the home. But when the kitchen is crowded and messy, it doesn't only look untidy. It can cause stress, confusion, and even accidents. Restoring order in the kitchen is like restoring calm to the whole house. Many seniors face common challenges in this space. Countertops become cluttered with items that don't belong. Heavy appliances take up space and are difficult to move. Important items are often stored too high or too low, forcing unnecessary bending or stretching. And sometimes expired products remain hidden in the pantry, creating health risks. When we bring back order to the kitchen, the benefits are immediate. A safer layout means fewer chances of tripping or falling. Keeping daily essentials within easy reach saves energy and makes routines smoother. Clean surfaces reduce bacteria, and expired food is removed before it causes harm. Most importantly, an organized kitchen restores confidence, reduces stress, and makes daily life more enjoyable. The process doesn't need to be overwhelming. Begin by clearing the surfaces. Remove everything that doesn't belong on the counters and allow the space to breathe. Then create a simple daily basket, a tray or container for the few essentials used every day, such as tea bags, sugar, or a favorite mug. This small step makes daily routines easier. Next, do a safety check. Put away heavy appliances that are rarely used, store them at waist level if needed, and remove small hazards such as loose stools or sliding rugs. Finally, wipe down the surfaces, clean handles, and check the pantry for expired food. I once worked with Mrs. Johnson, an 82-year-old woman who felt nervous about using her kitchen. A small stool left near her counter had nearly caused her to fall. Together, we removed the hazard, placed her kettle and cups into a single basket, and cleared her counter space. The change was immediate. Preparing tea in the morning no longer felt stressful. It became a joyful moment again. That is the lesson of day 1. A safe and organized kitchen is more than just tidy countertops. It is peace of mind, it is independence, and it is renewed joy in one of life's simplest pleasures: preparing and sharing food. Day 2, bedroom, rest, and renewal. If the kitchen is the heart of the home, then the bedroom is its soul. This is the place where you restore energy, calm your mind, and prepare for a new day. Yet for many older adults, the bedroom slowly turns into a space of clutter rather than rest. A chair stacked with clothes, piles of magazines, or objects left on the floor, all of these silently steal away peace and can even disturb your sleep. A cluttered bedroom doesn't just look messy. It affects how deeply you rest, how safe you feel moving around at night, and even how you wake up in the morning. That's why day 2 of our challenge is about restoring the bedroom, not just for neatness, but for renewal. The benefits are clear. A well-organized bedroom helps you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. It reduces the risk of tripping over stray items. And perhaps most importantly, it creates a daily sense of pride. The quiet satisfaction of stepping into a room that feels calm and ready to welcome you. How can you achieve this without feeling overwhelmed? Begin with one simple habit: make your bed as soon as you wake up. This single act immediately changes the appearance of the room and sets a positive tone for the day. Next, clear away clothing. Separate what is clean, what is dirty, and what you no longer wear. For older adults, keeping clothing choices simple and accessible can save both energy and time. Place dirty clothes directly in a laundry basket and fold or hang clean items right away. If there are clothes you haven't worn in months, consider donating them. Passing them on can be a gift to someone else. Then turn to the surfaces, your nightstand, dresser, or desk. Wipe them with a damp cloth to clear away dust and give them a gentle shine. Finally, tend to the floor. A quick sweep or vacuum makes the space feel fresh and ensures safer steps during the night. I recall Mr. Allen, a retired teacher who often struggled with restless sleep. His bedroom had become crowded with old magazines stacked by his bed, leaving little room for anything else. Together, we cleared the piles, leaving only a lamp, his glasses, and a photo of his late wife on the nightstand. The very next week, he told me, "For the first time in years, I walk into my bedroom and I feel at peace." And that is the gift of day 2. A clean, orderly bedroom is not about perfection. It is about creating a sanctuary that renews you each night and greets you warmly each morning. When your bedroom invites rest, your entire life gains more balance, more calm, and more joy. Day 3, living room togetherness. The living room is more than just 4 walls with a sofa and a table. It is the calling card of your home, the place where family gathers, where grandchildren play, and where you welcome friends. For older adults, this space carries an even deeper meaning. It represents connection, warmth, and the joy of being together. Yet when the living room becomes cluttered or disorganized, it loses that spirit. Instead of feeling welcoming, it can feel chaotic or even unsafe. Think about what happens when magazines pile up on the coffee table, toys are scattered across the floor, or cushions are left in disarray. It doesn't just look untidy. For someone older, it creates real obstacles, a trip hazard, a source of stress, a reminder that the house is no longer easy to manage. That's why day 3 of our challenge focuses on reclaiming the living room so that it once again feels like a space of togetherness. The benefits of an orderly living room are powerful. It becomes safer to move around, especially for seniors who may struggle with balance. It reduces the mental load of constantly looking at clutter. And most importantly, it transforms into a place where conversations flow, where family feels comfortable, and where pride in one's home is restored. How do we begin? Start small. Remove everything that doesn't belong in the room. Toys, clothes, stacks of paper, gather them in a box for sorting later. Just this act alone can reveal the true space again. Then turn your attention to the heart of the living room, the sofa. Straighten the cushions, fold the blankets, and return them to their proper place. Clear the coffee table, leaving only items that are truly meaningful, perhaps a vase of flowers or a cherished family photo. Finally, give every remaining item a home, a basket for remote controls, a shelf for books, a drawer for letters. When every item knows where it belongs, order is easier to maintain. I think of the Martins, a couple in their late 70s. They loved having their grandchildren over, but after each visit, toys and books were left scattered across the floor. One afternoon, we brought in 2 simple baskets, one for toys, one for books. The change was immediate. Not only was the floor safer, but tidying up became a game the grandchildren could join. The Martins later told me, "We enjoy our living room again. It feels ready for family at any time." That is the essence of day 3. A welcoming living room is not about perfect decor or expensive furniture. It is about safety, simplicity, and the freedom to enjoy the company of others. When your living room invites togetherness, it becomes what it was always meant to be: the heart of family life. Day 4. Bathroom safety first. The bathroom is one of the smallest rooms in the house, but it carries some of the biggest risks. For older adults, this space can either be a place of refreshment and dignity or a place of fear. A wet floor, a slippery bottle, or crowded shelves can turn an everyday routine into a dangerous moment. That is why Day 4 of our challenge is dedicated to the bathroom. Here, safety is not just important, it is essential. Many seniors hesitate to admit it, but the bathroom often feels overwhelming. Toiletries pile up on the sink. Expired cosmetics linger in drawers. And surfaces are left uncleaned because bending or scrubbing feels exhausting. All of this not only clutters the space but creates hazards: slipping, tripping, or even losing confidence in using the room independently. Restoring order here brings life-changing benefits. A clean and uncluttered bathroom lowers the risk of falls, one of the most common injuries among older adults. It makes daily routines faster, calmer, and more enjoyable. And it gives back something priceless: confidence and dignity in self-care. When you feel safe in your bathroom, you move through your day with more ease. So how do we make this happen without overwhelm? Begin by clearing everything from the sink, shower, and shelves. Place items in a temporary box so you can start with a clean slate. Next, wipe down surfaces thoroughly: the sink, the toilet, the shower walls, and especially the mirrors. A shining mirror lifts the entire room. Then sort through your toiletries and cosmetics. Discard anything expired or unused. Keep only the essentials you truly need each day. Group them by category: hair care, skin care, daily hygiene. If space is limited, add small organizers or shelves to keep things within easy reach. Finally, add safety touches: a non-slip mat near the shower, grab bars if needed, or simply making sure towels are hung in easy-to-reach places. I remember my Aunt Linda, who once confessed that she dreaded showering. She feared slipping on the tiles and hated the cluttered shelves filled with old products she no longer used. Together, we cleared out the unnecessary items, added a sturdy chair, and placed her daily essentials in a single basket by the sink. The transformation was remarkable. She later told me, "For the first time in years, I walk into my bathroom without worry." That is the lesson of Day 4. A safe bathroom is not about fancy decor or spotless tiles. It is about protecting your health, supporting your independence, and creating a space where self-care feels natural and confident. When the bathroom becomes a place of safety, it restores not only physical security but also peace of mind. Day 5. Laundry and utility spaces smooth rhythm. The laundry area is often the most forgotten corner of the home. Tucked away, sometimes in a basement or a small side room, it rarely gets the care it deserves. Yet for older adults, this space can either add stress to daily life or bring a comforting rhythm to the week. Laundry is not just about washing clothes. It's about maintaining dignity, freshness, and the quiet pride of wearing clean, cared-for garments. But too often, laundry spaces are cluttered and confusing. Dirty clothes pile up into overwhelming heaps. Cleaning products are scattered, some expired, others stored too high or too low. Irons and boards get buried, making simple tasks exhausting. For seniors, this is more than inconvenient. It can be discouraging, even unsafe. Reclaiming this space brings surprising benefits. When laundry is organized, chores become lighter, faster, and far less tiring. The clear shelves and labeled baskets reduce confusion and prevent accidents. Most importantly, it gives older adults back a sense of independence. Managing laundry smoothly means staying active in daily life and continuing to care for oneself with dignity. The process is simpler than you think. Begin by separating clothes into 2 baskets, lights and darks. Label them clearly with large, easy-to-read letters. This small step alone prevents mistakes and keeps piles from growing too large. Next, gather all cleaning products in one safe place. Check expiration dates, discard what's no longer good, and keep only what you use regularly. Store them within easy reach at waist level to avoid bending or stretching. Then, organize tools like the iron or ironing board so they are easy to take out and put back. Convenience is the key. The easier it is to reach, the more likely you'll use it without struggle. I remember helping Mr. Clark, a widower who often felt discouraged by the endless cycle of laundry. His baskets were overflowing and bottles of detergent were stacked on a high shelf he could barely reach. Together, we labeled 2 simple baskets and moved his detergents to a lower cabinet. The next week he told me, "For the first time, I don't dread laundry day, it feels manageable." That is the lesson of day 5. The laundry area may be small, but it has a big impact on how smoothly your household runs. When organized, it gives rhythm to your chores, lightens your load, and restores independence. A well-kept laundry space is not just about clean clothes. It is about preserving confidence and ease in everyday living. Day 6, home office and papers, peace of mind. Every home needs a place for papers. Even if you don't work from home, there are bills to pay, medical records to keep, warranties to store, and letters that matter. For older adults, this paper corner can be the difference between calm and chaos. When documents are scattered in drawers, piled on tables, or tucked in random spots, they don't just make a mess, they create stress. Nothing is more frustrating than needing an important paper and not being able to find it. Many seniors quietly struggle with this. They keep old bills from years ago just in case. They stack letters in kitchen corners. They hide documents in places they later forget. The result? Confusion, wasted time, and sometimes even missed payments or misplaced medical records. For someone who values independence, this can feel discouraging. But when we bring order to papers, the benefits are immediate and profound. Having a dedicated space for bills and documents restores peace of mind. It makes daily life smoother, ensures important information is always within reach, and brings back a sense of control. For older adults, this is not just about tidiness, it's about confidence and security. Here's how to start. Choose a single drawer, a desk corner, or even a small box that will be your paper station. Then sort through the stacks. Create simple categories that make sense: health, bills, warranties, personal. Place them into clearly labeled folders or envelopes. Use large, bold labels that are easy to read. When new papers arrive, place them directly into the right folder, never leave them loose. Finally, set a reminder every few months to go through your folders, discarding what you no longer need. This light routine prevents clutter from returning. I remember Mrs. Lee, a retired nurse who often felt overwhelmed by the papers scattered throughout her home. Her medical records were in the bedroom, bills in the kitchen, and warranties in the garage. We gathered everything and created one simple drawer with labeled folders. Weeks later, she told me, "For the first time in years, I don't panic when I need a document. I know exactly where it is." That is the gift of day 6. An organized paper system is not about perfection or fancy filing cabinets. It is about peace of mind. It ensures that the information you need is at your fingertips. It protects independence, reduces stress, and gives you the quiet confidence that your life is in order. When papers are in place, your mind feels freer and your home feels calmer. Day 7, finishing touches, love in the details. After 6 days of steady progress, your home is already cleaner, safer, and lighter. But today, on day 7, we focus on the little things, the finishing touches that transform a house from organized into truly welcoming. These details are often overlooked, yet they speak volumes. They are the quiet signs that a home is loved and cared for. Why do details matter so much? Because our minds notice them even if we don't realize it. A smudge on the light switch, a dusty doorknob, or streaked mirrors can make a space feel neglected. On the other hand, when these details are tended to, the whole house shines. For older adults, paying attention to details also has another meaning. It shows self-respect and it creates an environment where daily life feels uplifting. So where should we begin? Start with the most touched surfaces, light switches, doorknobs, and handrails. Wipe them clean. You'll be amazed at the difference. Next, turn to mirrors and windows. Clean glass reflects more light, brightens the space, and makes rooms feel open and cheerful. Then bring in life with plants. Even a single potted plant on a windowsill can freshen the air and lift the spirit. Choose low-maintenance plants that are easy to care for. Finally, take a slow walk through your home and look for one small thing you can improve, perhaps straightening a picture frame, replacing a worn towel, or adding a cushion to your favorite chair. These little acts make your home not just spotless, but truly yours. I think of my father, who always kept a small aloe plant on the kitchen window. It was nothing fancy, just a little green companion. Every morning he would water it and check its leaves. That tiny habit gave him joy and reminded us all that a cared-for home is a happy home. The plant wasn't about decoration. It was about love in the details. That is the lesson of day 7. A spotless home is not only about clean floors or tidy rooms. It is about the finishing touches that bring warmth and character. These small efforts remind us that we value our space, and in turn, our space gives back peace, comfort, and pride. When you care for the details, you discover that your home is more than a shelter. It is a reflection of love. Beyond the challenge, daily maintenance and staying motivated. After 7 days of steady progress, your home now feels safer, lighter, and more welcoming. But here's the truth: the real magic isn't just in these 7 days, it's in what you do afterwards. Because a spotless home is not a one-time achievement, it's a way of living. And the good news is, maintaining it doesn't require hours of work. It only takes a few minutes each day. Why is this so important for older adults? Because clutter has a way of sneaking back in. A dish left in the sink, a sweater on the chair, yesterday's newspaper on the table. One small thing becomes many, and suddenly the home feels heavy again. But if we develop light, daily habits, we prevent clutter before it builds. Instead of exhausting deep clean sessions, we enjoy an easy rhythm that keeps our homes in harmony. So what does this rhythm look like? Set aside just 15 minutes a day. 5 minutes in the kitchen, putting away dishes, wiping counters. 5 minutes in the living room, arranging cushions, returning remotes or books. 5 minutes in the bedroom, making the bed, hanging, or folding clothes. These small steps, though simple, create a powerful effect. They keep the home organized, and more importantly, they keep you in control. Then choose one day each week for a deeper touch, perhaps Saturday or Sunday. Spend an extra hour vacuuming, mopping, or polishing. Think of it as giving your home a weekly refresh. This balance, a few minutes daily, 1 hour weekly, is enough to keep everything shining without ever feeling overwhelmed. But beyond habits, we also need motivation. And motivation comes from celebrating small victories. Take a photo of your kitchen after a week of keeping it clean. Notice the pride you feel when you open a drawer and find the document you need in seconds. Share the joy with family and invite them into the process. When everyone contributes, the burden lightens and the home feels more alive. I think of the Martins, the couple we met earlier. After their grandchildren helped with toy baskets, they decided to make it a routine. Now, each Sunday, the whole family tidies together for half an hour. They told me, it's no longer a chore, it's a tradition. Their home stays organized, but even more than that, it stays filled with laughter. That is the lesson beyond the challenge. A spotless home is never really finished, it is alive just like us. And when we give it daily care, it gives back safety, peace, and joy. So don't stop here. Carry these simple habits forward and your home will continue to be what it was always meant to be, a true nest where love and life thrive every day. So here we are, In just 7 days, you've seen how a home can change not through perfection, not through endless effort, but through simple, steady steps. A safe kitchen, a peaceful bedroom, a welcoming living room, a secure bathroom, an organized laundry area, papers in order, and loving details all around. Add to that a light daily rhythm, and suddenly home feels like what it was always meant to be, a place of safety, dignity, and joy. But remember, this journey doesn't end here. Every drawer you clear, every cushion you straighten, every paper you place in its folder is a quiet act of care. And when you care for your home, you are truly caring for yourself. At the Senior Nest, we believe these small steps create big changes in health, in confidence, in happiness. If today's journey inspired you, stay with us. There are many more stories, tips, and gentle lessons we want to share, all to help you create a home that feels like a true nest. So take a moment. Look around your home right now. Notice one small thing you can improve today. Begin there. Because transformation doesn't start with everything, it starts with something. And that something can begin with you right now. Thank you for spending this time with us. From our nest to yours, may your home always bring you peace and joy.